Ratchet and Clank was always one of the best Sony exclusives. It's no wonder. It has a good sense of humor, the gameplay is fun, it has top graphics, and it has variation that keeps you interested while you are playing the game. One of the key features on Ratchet and Clank has always been the variety of weapons you get to choose from. In this game, you start with Ratchet having the wrench, and as you progress in the story you won't get bored, because new weapons are coming up, starting with the laser pistol and getting to the rocket launcher, acid bombs, tiny robots that run around and attack your enemies, and so on. As you eliminate enemies, the weapons you use gain experience, and when you fill an experience meter, they change into more powerful versions of the same weapon. For example, when your laser pistol gets upgraded, you get dual pistols. The rocket launcher gets to do more damage, and so on. As collectibles, in this game you have pieces of armor. If you find all the pieces of an armor, you get new attack moves. You can equip the pieces separately and combine parts, but they are strongest when they match. An issue for people who played only the PS2 version of the game will be the camera. As the PSP has no right analog stick, the camera control is harder. You have the option to move the camera with the shoulder buttons, or you can choose the settings that adjust the camera automatically behind Ratchet. Anyway, I didn't find the camera that big of an issue, and it definitely didn't hinder the fun. As I said earlier about the story, it is consistent and fun. It should take you around 5 hours to finish it, but if you're a completionist, there are plenty of things to do more than 5 hours of gameplay. Things for completionists would include finding all titanium bolts and mastering the hoverboard and shooting side quests. On top of that, the game has a 4-player multiplayer mode that can be played locally or over the internet. So you can play with your friends, death matches, or capture the flag, or one even more remarkable for the console is the Iron Lombax mode, which is a team-based competition where you have to compete in level-specific goals to earn points for your team. Graphically, Size Matters looks very similar to the PS2 game, quality-wise, which in other words means that it looks outstanding for a PSP game. I definitely recommend this game. It's a must play for the PSP, as it's the whole Ratchet and Clank experience on the go. In Secret Agent Clank, the spotlight is not on Ratchet anymore, as the story focuses on Clank, but Ratchet is still present in the story. He is convicted to prison, and while you play as Clank in his secret agent suit, you get to play from time to time during the story as Ratchet that fights off waves of inmates in his pursuit to escape prison. In this game, Clank becomes a secret agent. Therefore, like the secret agent stereotype imposes, you have stealth missions, but the good part of it is that if you don't have talent at those, you can go and beat everything up to advance in the story. And you don't advance anyhow. Like in all Ratchet and Clank games, you have a big variety of gadgets to fight your enemies. The gameplay is varied, as always in this series. You have stealth parts, fights, Captain Quark sequences, Ratchet sequences, you have gadget bot puzzles and more. The story is fun, and the humor intensifies even more in the sequences with Captain Quark, which is playable in skit-like sequences of the game. They couldn't be more varied. They consist of his most memorable and entirely made-up memories. On average, the story will take you around 7 hours to beat, and if you are a completionist, you will have to play even more to finish it fully. The controls are sharp and responsive like you would expect from the title. Having such great controls was no easy task considering the small number of buttons the PSP has and the big amount of weapons you get in the game. As for graphics, they are awesome, as you would expect from a title like this. Also, an aspect of the game is its sound. It's of very high quality.